Now, if you're anything like me, you probably spend a lot of your time wanting to live in the future and live from the framework of already achieving your goals. But that's a problem, and we have to have a perspective shift because that's robbing us of our current ability to enjoy the moment, and it's also potentially ruining the future for us. Now, we all, to some extent, do living in the future and living in the past. Some of us choose to live more in the past, some of us choose to live more in the future. Now, the issue with living too in the future and thinking about, I'm gonna be happy once I start achieving my goals and meeting a certain dollar amount per year and dating a certain person, marrying a certain person, is you're putting off enjoyment, and all we have is the present. And that's a really big issue. And I was speaking with one of my mentors recently because it's something I struggle with all the time too. And he had to correct me on it, call me out on it, and be like, hey, I can tell that you are getting a little bit of scarcity mindset. You're thinking that you're going to be happy once you achieve things in the future, and that's a mistake. Now, my mentor, the person who told me this, is someone that I want to become like someday. They've already achieved what I've wanted to have achieved, and so I really took what they said to heart. I listened to what they said, and I've ultimately realized that I have already had instances where I have achieved what I would have wanted to have achieved. And did it bring me happiness? Not really. Or if it did bring me happiness, it was pretty short-lived. Because what do we do when we achieve what it is we set out to? Well, usually you have a dopamine hit, and then you quickly start setting the next goal for yourself. So the issue is that you're not living in a state that is consistent with the present moment. Now, the other tricky thing is when you achieve a goal, you set the next goal pretty quickly after. So you can get caught down the rabbit hole, as I have and continue to struggle with, of basically meeting a goal and then setting the next one. And that is a vicious cycle where you're going to run out of time, right? You're going to keep setting bigger and bigger goals for yourself. You're not going to be enjoying the process, and you're going to die before you ever become happy, right? Even if you had unlimited time, you could argue you probably wouldn't become happy because you keep setting yourself bigger and bigger goals. So this is a trope that you can fall into. And this is one, like I said, I've fallen into a lot. And if you are listening to this and you're anything like me, where you find it hard to pump the brakes and be grateful for what you have, then listen up and pay attention. Speak with someone trusted in your life who can offer you similar advice. And if you don't want to take it from someone that is close in your life, go ahead and talk to someone who has achieved what it is that you want to have achieved. Someone on the other side of things, right? You're going to find that most likely they're going to say the same thing. In fact, I was talking to someone recently who's another one of my mentors. He's getting up there in age, and he said, you know what, Chase, achieving a lot in my life has been great, but I realized at the end of the day that I'm not going to be able to take any of this with me. And so really, it's not that it was all for nothing, but the most important thing, the most important takeaway at the end of the day was the journey and enjoying the process. So hope this video sat well with you. This is just a reminder, a perspective shift we all need. We all need to be satisfied with what we have now and strive for greater, but not be caught up in putting off or delaying happiness until we achieve that greater thing, because you're going to run out of time and you're going to keep doing it. Thanks again. Talk soon. Subscribe, like, comment if you want a future video topic, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.